Good morning, AYearAthon fam. It's May. It is Monday. We are in the car because Kerri can never wake up on time on Mondays. And it is the first day of the May AYearAthon readathon. Theme is rereads, challenges graphic novels. We're gonna be having a good time this week. All right, so super quickly, my TBR actually low-key cheated and started yesterday because, oh God, my face is so red. I got a little sunburn over the weekend, so I apologize if my face is like blindingly red. But last night, cheated a little, started early. I wanted to reread Daughter of the Pirate King so that I could actually finish the duology with Daughter of the Siren Queen. So I reread the entirety of the first book yesterday. I had only intended to read like half of it, and it's such an addicting read, I totally ended up finishing it. So today we are going to be reading Daughter of the Siren Queen when we get back from work. While we're at work, though, we're going to be listening to the audiobook of, oh God, what is it? The Wrath and the Dawn by AYearAThon. And that's one that I've reread several times, and I just love that book. So we are going to be listening to the audiobook because I've never listened to it before. So we're going to be doing that while we're at work, and then later on this week we're going to be rereading The Assassin's Curse and the Pirate's Wish by Cassandra Rose Clark, which is a really great duology. I'm just in a piratey theme, I guess, this week. I didn't even really think about that when I was making the TBR, but I guess we're just going to roll with the pirate theme. So that's a pretty ambitious TBR. I want to sort of dip my toe into the challenge of graphic novels. I'm really sort of just getting into graphic novels, so I've got out from Hoopla the first volume of Saga, which everybody and their mother loves. So hopefully that turns out to be really good. I've read like a little bit of it already, and it looks to be really good, so we're gonna roll with that. Then if the week goes really well, I'm also hoping to reread the entirety of the, oh God, what is it? Stoker and Holmes series by Colleen Gleason. This one is The Clockwork Scarab, and it's pretty much a series with Sherlock Holmes's niece and Bram Stoker's younger sister working for the Queen of England as secret agents. So it's pretty much just as amazing as you would think. But there are 4 books, so they're really quick reads, but I'm hoping to fly through them. I'm actually going to the beach this weekend, so hopefully those can be my beach reads. So I'm almost to work right now, so we're gonna go ahead and end this clip, and I will check in with you guys in like 8 hours. What's up, guys? It's later in the day, and it's about 6 o'clock now. I finished Wrath and the Dawn at work, and then I had to run errands and clean the house and do a bunch of annoying adult shit. So that puts my total at 2 for right now, because I reread Daughter of the Pirate King, Wrath and the Dawn, and now I'm going to start Daughter of the Siren Queen. This is also fairly short, so I'm hoping I can just fly through this, honestly, and we shall see what happens, but I'm going to huddle up in my new little reading nook that I created a couple weeks ago. So let me show you guys that. So the light is going to make this a little funky because that's a big bay window that I have in my room. So this Chase Lounge I got off of Wayfair, and then this lamp I got off of Wayfair, AYearAThon. They've got some really great stuff, and they were on sale, so like, heck yes. This blanket was a gift. It's a fuzzy blanket because you always need a fuzzy blanket while you're reading. That is an upside down laundry basket because we're broke college grads here. And then that's just, I'm using it as like a side table sort of thing. So this is my new reading nook, and I really like it, and I'm going to add some fairy lights around the window and maybe get like a bookish pillow. So we shall see what happens, but for now, that's where we're headed. Opened up the window, and now we're going to get started. I am so hype. All right, y'all, ignore the fact that my face looks super red right now because the artificial lighting is doing nothing for my sunburn. But I just finished Daughter of the Siren Queen. It was literally like a 2-sitting read. It was absolutely amazing. This duology is fan-frickin-tastic, full of kick-ass women and a awesome angsty romance and lots of death and destruction and lots of violence, more than you would expect from like the cover. But it's so good, and so I would highly recommend it. But yeah, so that is another book down. So we're on 3 so far. Holy crap, I'm proud of myself. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna read next. I'll probably start on The Assassin's Curse, but we shall see. But for now, I'm going to go quickly shower and then maybe eat some ice cream because treat yourself. Which is something that all the mods tell each other, like, constantly, by the way. We're all enabling each other to buy different shit by telling each other to treat yourself. Perfection. What's up, y'all? It is Tuesday. I am out here on my porch. It is after work. It's about 4:15-ish, a little bit. So while I was at work, I had to find another audiobook to listen to, and thank the Lord my hold came in on A Gathering of Shadows by Victoria Schwab, the second book in the Shade of Magic series. So I've been listening to that at work, but I got distracted by a podcast called And That's Why We Drink, which is a true crime / paranormal podcast that I absolutely fell in love with today. So I was listening to that a little bit at work when I wasn't listening to the podcast. Now I am home and I am going to start The Assassin's Curse, which I'm super pumped for. If you don't know what this is essentially about a female pirate who her family tries to marry her off to another pirate clan, but she says screw that, and she runs away. But then the clan that she spurred sent an assassin after her, and then she accidentally activates a curse that forces the assassin to protect her instead. So that's like a whole debacle. Anyway, it is a beautiful day here in the lovely old state of North Carolina. And then later tonight, I'm going to be watching the Golden State Warriors game. I think it's game 5 tonight. My roommate's originally from Oakland, California. That's where the Golden State Warriors play. She's a huge fan, sort of like me with the Panthers. So yeah, that is what we're going to be doing tonight. So reading, basketball, going to be a good night. It is Wednesday, my dudes. I'm not gonna do the scream from the Vine, but it is Wednesday. And I am trash because I did not update you guys after that little clip from yesterday. But my roommate got home and we started watching this new Netflix show. Oh, hi, old man. Started watching this new Netflix show called The New Legends of Monkey. It's an Australian production and it's like really campy and cheesy, but also like hilarious, and I live for Pigsy. We ended up watching that instead of me reading, and then we watched the Golden State Warriors game because obviously I'm not from California and I'm not a basketball fan, but having a roommate who is from there and is like as hype about them as I am hype about my Carolina Panthers because I'm from Charlotte. I'm like becoming invested in the NBA, and that like is weird because I've never been a basketball fan, but regardless, that's not what we're here to talk about. So yesterday I read about 40% of The Assassin's Curse, and the writing is not as good as I remembered, but the more I'm getting into it, the more I'm like feeling it. Initially I was like, ooh, I might just like let this live in my brain, but the more I'm getting into it, the more I'm like sort of getting in with the groove of the writing style. So I actually also have this series on my Kindle, so I've got the app on my phone, so maybe if work is slow I can sneak in a little reading here and there, but otherwise I'm gonna hopefully continue with A Gathering of Shadows. I have a weird thing about sequels where like if the first book ended like well, I don't want to like start a sequel, get into it, and like ruin the first book. Like, I don't know, it's a weird thing that I have with sequels, so I'm like listening to it but like not, but like I might just keep listening to that podcast that I mentioned, but I'm gonna hopefully commit to the audiobook. Hopefully it like picks up because right now it's pretty slow. I just need Kel and Lila together because bays. But yeah, that's the plan for today. Evening reading is probably going to be fairly slow because today is Wednesday and my Wednesdays are always packed. So I'm actually a volunteer with my local hospice, and I'm visiting a patient later tonight, which I obviously can't take you guys on the ride to because HIPAA laws, and also I just wouldn't want to do that to the patient. After that, then I feel like I always say this in my vlogs, but I've got a friend coming over for dinner. It's one of my bestest friends from undergrad. She moved out here for grad school. You guys probably remember me talking about her from a different video, but we alternate going to each other's houses every week. But she recently got a puppy a couple weeks ago, and her name is Darcy, and she's the cutest freaking thing in the world. So hopefully I'll get some footage of Darcy, because she's like puppy. She's like 10 weeks old. So hopefully I'll get some of that, but otherwise, honestly, you might just get like an update clip before I head over to the patient's house. Sorry, Wednesdays are always really full for me. But I hope y'all are having a good reading day. Doing finger guns. Why am I like this? Who let me be a human? Hey guys, what's up? So I am back home. I didn't spend as much time with my patient as I thought I would, but that's okay. So I am home. I'm working on cooking dinner for my friend to come over, and gonna play with the puppy and all sorts of good things. But yeah, we might actually get some reading done tonight. Since I didn't spend as much time with my patient, we're gonna move dinner up a little bit. So that's where we're going from here. So I'm gonna go make sure that pasta's not overcooking, because we need it al dente. I am convinced that being Italian just gives you the magic ability to tell when pasta is done, because that shit was perfect. Oh my God, the steam. Just in case anyone's wondering, I'm making Tex-Mex pasta salad. So we use bow tie pasta, tomato, corn, black beans, cilantro, avocado, and then Catalina dressing. It's really good. As for measurements, I just freaking wing it, honestly. Just realized I completely forgot to update you guys on the reading that I did today, which was nothing, essentially. Work was legitimately overflowing. Like, my inbox needed a break. Like, she was smoking. It was a lot. So I didn't get any reading done today so far, so we're definitely gonna have to try and push for some tonight.
She's trying though, she's trying. Good girl.
All right, y'all, so it's later in the evening. It's about 11 o'clock, and I just finished my reread of The Assassin's Curse by Cassandra Rose Clark. It honestly wasn't as good as I remember, but that's fine. But I'm not sure I want to actually read the sequel and finish up the duology. I think I may just go straight into reading the Bram Stoker novels, because even though those aren't like the most well-written things in the world, they're super entertaining, and I've reread them before, so I know they stand up to rereads. It kind of makes me sad that Assassin's Curse didn't really stand up. But, you know, c'est la vie. Yeah, so it is late, so I'm going to go to bed, and I will check in with you guys in the morning. Also, this is really random, but I just marked The Assassin's Curse as read on Goodreads, and that reread means that I completed my Goodreads challenge of 50 books, and we're only in the 5th month of the year, which makes me so freaking happy. I'm so glad that I was able to get back on the reading train after graduation. I kind of fell off a little bit, just because, you know, trying to figure out life with jobs and apartments and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, your girl completed her Goodreads challenge, so nice. Okay, now I'm going to sleep. What's up, guys? It is... what day is it? It's Thursday. It's Thursday. I keep thinking it's Friday, but it's not Friday. But it feels like a Friday because it is so nice out. It's like 90 degrees. It's sunny. 90 was a little hot for the gym. As you can see, I just got back from kickboxing, and holy crap was it hot in there. It was me and just like a bunch of dudes, and we were just sweating like nobody's business, as you can see. I wanted to update you guys because while I was working, I am off center of frame. So while I was working, I actually read the entirety of Saga Volume 1 by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. It was good. I gave it 3 stars. I see why everyone really likes it, but I don't know, maybe I've got to get more into the story because volume 1 is definitely like a setup sort of thing. So we will check that out later, at a later date. But while I was on Hoopla, I checked out a couple more like short comic collections, graphic novel type thingies. That is gonna be the evening. Hopefully we'll try to finish the new adventures, or the new legends. I can't speak right now. The new Legends of Monkey. We've got like 2 episodes left, so I'm sure we'll finish that tonight. And then tomorrow I work, and then I head to the beach. So I'm not sure if I'll still listen to the Gathering of Shadows audiobook. I like the audiobook, the narrators are good, but I don't know. I'm just not feeling it right now, so I may put it back. Except I waited so long for this friggin' audiobook hold to come in, so who the heck knows. But for right now, I'm gonna cool off, hop in the shower, drink water, hydrate, and then probably read those little comic things because they shouldn't take super long to read. I can probably get them both done in like an hour. And then we will go from there. Evening update again. So it is late again. My roommate and I just finished watching the new Legends of Monkey, which is a super good show. I highly recommend it. But I also read 3 more things since I talked to you last, because thank God for Hoopla and for like comic collections. So the first one I read was Man, I Hate Cursive by Jim Benton. And then I read The Worrier's Guide to Life by Gemma Carroll, or Carol, or however you say it. And then The Witch Doesn't Burn in This One by Amanda Lovelace. The first 2 are like little comic collections. I'm sure you've seen them around Tumblr or Pinterest or whatever. And then the third one is a poetry collection that I loved. It's like a battle cry for women. Wasn't a huge fan of her first one, which is The Princess Saves Herself in this one, but this one was so good. So that's what's going on right now. Tomorrow I've got work, and then I'm headed to the beach for the weekend with my family. So we shall see how tomorrow goes. I highly doubt I'll listen to any more audiobook while I'm working. I've been really into this podcast lately. So I'm probably just going to keep listening to that. And then on the ride there, it's mostly back roads, so I'll probably just be playing music with my windows down and just jamming and enjoying a good southern summer. So yeah, I will catch you guys up later. Hey, I hope the sound is all right because I'm outside on the beach. As y'all can see, I am at my parents' beach condo. It is a gorgeous day for the beach, so I'm already on it, and it's like not even 11 o'clock in the morning. And we're just gonna enjoy the day. I've got my Kindle with me, so I might read the Stoker and Holmes books, but I've also brought The Hating Game, which would also be a reread. And then I brought, oh God, what's it called? Stay Sweet by Siobhan Vivian, which was my current read before the readathon started. I figured why not just bring it. But you know, I may just enjoy the beach. So it is Sunday. I haven't updated you guys in a while. I am leaving the beach now. I spent the weekend at my parents' condo, and it was a lot of fun. My uncle showed up. I didn't know he was coming, and my sister's boyfriend came along, and he's super cool. So we just had a really great weekend. I got pretty much like no reading done. Just because we were spending tons of time with family, and in my family is like kind of crazy and loud, so I didn't really have much time for reading. I read a little bit today, so I know I'm over halfway through my reread of The Clockwork Scarab by Colleen Gleason, so I might finish that when I get home, but I've got about a 3-hour drive back to the city, so we will see what happens. But otherwise, I will just shoot a quick clip of my wrap up. I hope y'all had a really great weekend. I was running some sprints this morning and it was super fun. So yeah, I'm gonna focus on driving because swervy back roads. Mama's home. All right, so I've got my Goodreads pulled up in front of me. So just a quick wrap up for this week. I reread Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller, reread The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh, read for the first time Daughter of the Siren Queen. Siren Queen. I reread The Assassin's Curse by Cassandra Rose Clarke. I read Saga by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. Man, I Hate Cursive by Jim Benson. The Warrior's Guide to Life by, let me pull this up so I don't get this wrong, Gemma Coral. And then I also read the poetry collection, The Witch Doesn't Burn, in this one by Amanda Lovelace. Then I am part of the way through my reread of The Clockwork Scarab by Colleen Gleason. So that's 8.5 books. I am living for it. Some of them were super short, like the graphic novels and the poetry collection, but I had a really great reading week. I really hope you guys did too, and I will see y'all next month.